we're talking about terrorism right now.
Right.
And so we should have a sit-in at the White House to say, you know what, Barack Obama, the inspiration for Orlando and San Bernardino and Boston is ISIS, radical Islamic terror. We want you to address it, Mr. President. We want you to take action. We want you to destroy it and defeat it. This has been rising under your watch, and you refuse. Our generals say we could take ISIS out in weeks, if not months.
Congressman.
And he refuses to do it, which inspires these radicals around the world. Let's address the real and the rising threat. This isn't about guns. Chris,
well,
did you listen to the videotape or the audio tape when Mr. Mateen called in 911 on the night of that horrible attack? Did you hear that?
Congressman, I heard it. I won't even say the guy's name. I don't think he's worthy.
But hold on.
I heard exactly what he said. I heard about Mateen. I heard it. Yes, the answer is yes. I did hear it.
Okay. Did Mateen pledge allegiance to the NRA or to ISIS?
ISIS.
To ISIS. So why in the hell are we talking about the NRA? Let's deal with this real threat.
I'm not talking about the NRA. I'm not talking about the NRA.
We're talking about guns.
But I don't see those two things as the same, by the way. As a gun owner myself, I don't see the NRA as this problem. I think they have a lot of sway, but I think a lot of lobbies have sway. But let's unpack these one at a time. First of all, if you want to have a sit-in at the White House, I say go for it, brother. Go there and demand action. I don't know what you're asking for that isn't done right now. The generals do say they could take out ISIS, but we know what they're asking for. They're asking for boots on the ground, and you're part of a Congress that won't even have a vote on the authorization for use of military force against ISIS. What about that?
Let me tell you what, because the president already has all the authority that he needs that we had given George Bush to act and defeat this threat. He doesn't need any more authority. I mean, is he said, oh my gosh, I can't act to defeat ISIS because I don't have authorization from Congress?
Why won't you take
gladly give it to him
control of a power that's yours?
But he has all the capability that he needs to go in. The president's already been given that authority.
Why has Congress, you never do that. You never give the president blank power. All you guys do is try to check the president, and I understand that, but not on this. You don't want to have a vote and say, we have weighed in and said this is what we want to happen against ISIS. You won't even have that debate.
The authorization that he sent to Congress actually restricted his power and authority to defeat this threat. It didn't expand the threat. It didn't expand his authority. He shrunk his authority. And we wanted to give the president all the authority necessary to defeat the threat.
Have your own
It's already been done. Well, Chris, but the point is, on your show, why aren't we debating terrorism? Why are we debating guns? Are we going to ban pressure cookers that were used in Boston?
Once.
Are we going to ban hatchets and knives?
They were used once, a pressure cooker. If you keep seeing it again and again as a tool, it would then start to fit the model of what you see with semi-automatic rifles in these mass shootings. But I take your point on it.
This is a conversation about terrorism, and you don't hear anyone on the House floor talking about how we defeat the threat of rising terrorism. They've been wanting to talk about guns for decades, and they're trying to use this issue to talk about guns instead of the real threat. And in middle America, where I come from, that really frustrates people because they want to address this threat. They want to feel safe